Hi, this is Nellie's Farm. It is September 27th, 2024. Well, we dodged a bullet here in rural northeast Alabama. At the very last minute, Hurricane Helene shifted more to the east. Sorry if you saw Pepper starting to do her business. I did not mean for that to happen. I'm going to get through this as fast as I can. I know it's a Friday and you guys are probably pretty busy. So, wow, I don't know where to begin. I've been watching the coverage when I wasn't sleeping. Fox Weather Channel seems to have the best coverage so far. Some crazy numbers, historic numbers as they're calling this. They said this is the They said this is the strongest storm to ever hit, this part of the country. Now, these are quotes from Fox News. 54 people rescued from a Tennessee hospital roof, mostly the staff, from what I heard. There were whole hospitals evacuated ahead of this, by the way. I was hearing last night. I was up very late monitoring everything. There was, if you haven't heard, record storm surge in Tampa, in Florida. Now, at first they said 21 dead, and now they're saying 40 plus so far. Now, there are many rescues still underway. Very much happening right now. Over 3 million, or no, not 3. Now, this was early this morning. Some of this info I wrote down this morning. 3 million people under flash flood emergencies. Now, that number has increased. And there are over 5 million Americans down here without electricity now. And they said that could stretch into weeks, and that some of these areas can be uninhabitable for months, people. Months. That's a stunner right there. Now, the Interstate 40, on the Tennessee, North Carolina border, it's washed out. It's gone. And there's sinkholes, and it's just gone. They just said that all of western North Carolina consider all the roads closed, all of them. I've never heard anything like this in all my years. And I'm no spring chicken. This is a historic storm. It's crazy. And right now in North Carolina, it sounds like the most dangerous situation. These people are under historic flash flooding. Now, it came ashore 140 mile per hour winds. It was a Category 4. They warned that it could be 15-foot storm surge, and it was just under that. People saying everywhere, including professional meteorologists on different channels, both internet, a few weather channels on the TV, professionals on Twitter, all of them are saying the same thing. They've never seen anything like this. Never. So, it's very rare for any tropical storm to impact Western Carolinas. And yet, isn't this the second time that this has happened within a few months? North Carolina, I wonder if they're being targeted or something for some reason. Because, do you remember just a few weeks back or so, they were flooded out then. And same with Sarasota. The spokeswoman for the government in Sarasota said, we're not even over the last time or the hurricane that they had a few years ago. We have a record number of very powerful Category 4 and 5s in recent years. Now, they're closing off entire towns. There are entire communities, that are completely shut out from the rest of the world. They're cut off. Some of the places had 30 inches of rain, people. There's evacuations happening right now in Rutherford County, North Carolina. And one of the meteorologist ladies, she said they were looking at the map. She said she can't believe it. This storm is happening in New Jersey. New Jersey! Now, they did say it's like 900 miles wide, but it's more than that now. I'm still getting brand new zinnias on these plants that are all from 1 or 2 stalks. Mutant zinnia plants. Now these are my seeds from last year. I saved my seeds for the most part, and they didn't do this last year. Isn't that crazy? My sunflowers did this. Even my mugwort, my herbs are doing this. One will grow off another, and then one off of there, and one off of there. But anyway, so according to Fox News, a flooding crisis is unfolding right now in southern Appalachia. We're not getting any of this, but it is still spinning. It might come back around to us, but it'll just be some rain. All we had here is just steady rain. I didn't even hear lightning or anything, and we got a little bit of wind gusts coming up once in a while. I expected a lot worse because we've had a lot worse. So it shifted east, and one of my subs commented, she's in North Carolina, on my last video about this, and I really hope she's okay. I really do. Everybody say a prayer, please, for everybody affected by this, and for the heroes that are rescuing everybody right now, because there's so many. Even the news guy on Fox News rescued a lady right live on the air. She was in her car yelling for help, and the car was sinking in the water. They're showing it repeatedly. Isn't that crazy? Talk about something for good ratings, you know. There was 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Georgia. Now, this isn't not in Florida where it came to shore. In Georgia, in multiple places. That's how crazy this storm was. So, I don't know what to say except water rescues are still happening. And, oh gosh. There are more storms that could come to fruition. Tropical storm Joyce has formed in the Atlantic. Isaac is now a hurricane. And, of course, Hurricane John is by Acapulco, and that's, they haven't recovered from the last one either in Acapulco. But Hurricane John's happening right now. I didn't mention that the last video. And then there's another one near the Cayman Islands, just like this one, I believe, formed near the Cayman Islands. I don't think it's named yet, but it looks like there are 2 or 3 more headed, okay, to America. So this is going to further devastate our economy. Florida is really being hit hard right now. They've got a record number of vacant houses because no one can afford them. There's an exodus from Florida. After a few years ago, everybody went to Florida. I knew that would happen, by the way. I predicted it. Not to toot my own horn, but I did. But, the insurance prices and the taxes are outrageous now. The homes are way overvalued, and people can't afford it anymore. They're losing their jobs. But anyway, I wanted to let you know what was going on. There's also some tornado alerts right now in Virginia, North Carolina. So much happening. And I thank you for listening. I will try to keep you up to date. I haven't reported much on the situation with Israel. I have heard, I know Paul did a video, Paul and Adrian, Off-Grid Desert Farmer, an alert because Israel did do a very large strike and took out a whole block. They said they used bunker-busting bombs and said that it was Hezbollah headquarters or something. This was in Beirut, southern Lebanon, and they claim that they actually killed the Hezbollah leader, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name right now, but anyway, here it is, Hassan Nasrallah, if I'm pronouncing it right. But I looked on the other side of things, and Hezbollah is saying he was not killed, but a lot of other people were. At least a few dozen people were killed. So I don't know. When I can't really confirm something, you only hear it from one side. I generally tend to wait. So it is escalating. Like Paul said, there's no doubt about that. I can't hear Paul's video when he does live streams because the audio doesn't work on my phone, but it can hear me. So There's no closed caption for live streams. I didn't know that until recently. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know what was going on. And these clouds sure are moving fast. And it's getting dark, so we just might get some more rain. Glad I got the dogs fed already. It really wasn't a whole lot of rain. Honestly, I expected to be trapped down here for days and days because it's happened before, because our driveway. And if you've seen my channel, you know how my driveway is. It's about, maybe, my son said it's like a quarter of a mile long. I don't know if it's that long, but it's very steep at the top. Lots of mud. So, it's not fun. And I hear sirens. We haven't had any power outages, but this is the windiest it's been for us so far. These clouds are getting darker. Yeah, it's coming back around. So, please pray for all that are in the path of these storms. I ask you. And I also ask you to pray for the rescuers. They are true heroes. Risking their lives, even if it is their job. You know, these guys have gonads, risking their jobs to save lives. It takes a lot of guts to do something like that, whether you're getting paid for it or not. And speaking of paid, I'm between jobs right now, and I'm still doing my fundraiser, and I do work hard on this stuff. I have a whole stack of videos that I still need to do behind. But I'm gonna put my fundraiser in the description box, the PayPal. I finally figured out how to put it there. I know my videos aren't fancy, but I work hard to keep you up to date. I am chronically ill, and that's why it's hard for me to find a job that will fit me right now after my health deteriorated from working 60 hours a week last year. And so if you want to support my work, you can donate at my PayPal link, and I'd really appreciate it. And Pepper's being lazy. For some reason, that song Tiptoe Through the Tulips by that crazy Tim dude started playing in my head. And here comes a Bindi Ben. The lady that encouraged me to keep Bindi a few years ago was one of my subs here. I want to thank her real quick because Bindi is a wonderful companion. I found her almost 3 years ago, half starved and froze and very sick on the side of the road. I saved her life with fish antibiotics and tuna juice and a lot of love. And here she is. It's very, very strange she's out here because she rarely does that. She's partially blind. She can't see up close, so I have to watch her real close. She doesn't come out very often, and when she does, she's always watched. But anyway. Hey, Beanie Bean. What you doing? She is such a sweetheart, and she sleeps with me, and she's like my best friend, guys. But of course, all my animals really are. So I want to thank that lady for encouraging me to keep her. I already have so many animals, you know, and overwhelmed with everything. That's why the weeds are out of control, as you can see. But I've already said enough, so I hope you guys have a good weekend. And I thank you for watching. And stay safe. I love you guys. Nellie's Farm signing off.